Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very special video for you. We'll be comparing 3 cat cafes from 3 different countries that we have visited. Also, we'll be rating them on different categories like ambience, cat care, food and drinks, and also pricing. So these categories will be rated on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being the max points, and with a total point system of 20 points. So at the end of the video, we'll see which cat cafe from all around, not all around the world, but all around Asia that we've been to that actually scored the highest points. Yeah, and we'll be sharing all the addresses as well as the websites for these cat cafes in the description below. So please do check them out if you're in those countries. So without further ado, let's go to our first location. So the first cat cafe I want to talk about is Home by Tales of Paws Cat Cafe. This cat cafe is actually located in Johor Bahru. It's very chill, very zen. It's actually located in the neighboring country, Malaysia. Johor Bahru is a state in Malaysia. And I say neighboring because I'm from Singapore. You can actually hail a ride through an app called Grab. Grab is an app that is used mostly in Southeast Asia. You can use it in Thailand, you can use it in Malaysia, and Indonesia is a ride-hailing app. We had no problems finding the cafe because the cafe was actually right by the main road, so your Grab can just stop right in front and you can get off. Home by Tales of Paws poses a unique concept because it's not only home to like cats, but it's also, they do have a dog cafe side as well as pet boarding. So if you need those services, yeah, you can consider them. On the first floor is the dog cafe, which I mentioned, and on the second floor is a cat cafe. So they actually have a whole building by themselves. Consider visiting this place just for the dog cafe as well. They have many fluffy doggies as well, but we didn't go to the dog cafe side, we only went to the cat cafe side. So tickets are only available for purchase on the spot. So you actually do have to go there to find out like if you can actually reserve a spot, and they do have certain time slots. So if the time slots are full, you may have to come back later. But don't worry, because every purchase of like the tickets to a time slot will actually give you free water as well as ice cream that you can eat and chill at their cafe. And pricing was 68 ringgit, which comes up to around $21.15 Singapore dollars with the current exchange rate. And this is for weekend pricing. So this is really, I would say that it's actually quite pricey in a sense, because the cheapest cat cafe in Singapore is about $9 per hour. This one is slightly more than an hour and it's already twice the price. It does come with free water, but the one in Singapore actually has free flow drinks. So the comparison, so for this, I will rate them 3.5 out of 5 stars in terms of pricing. Their cafe sells out some finger food and desserts and on the menu, but for the free water and ice cream offer, it was pretty basic, so I will also rate that around 3.5. One thing I must say about this cat cafe is that it was very zen and minimalistic. The whole cafe was very open. You see a lot of Muji-like aesthetics, like woods, that kind of thing. So I would say that there is a lot of vertical climbing spaces for the cats as well. So in terms of that, it's very good. It's very open. There's a lot of space for all the cats to have their own little personal space. So I really like that about this place. Also, this cafe is home to a lot of special feline friends. They had the normal British short hair, ragdolls. I believe they had a Maine Coon, but these 3 breeds have become more popular and more mainstream breeds. But they had special breeds like the Sphinx, which I have not seen in very many cat cafes. I believe they also had a Siberian and a Himalayan. So all these, they definitely had a lot more breeds in this cafe. So if you're looking to see which pedigree breeds are actually more up your alley, they had a Bengal as well. So like with different breeds comes different energy levels. So if you really want to see and test out what breed is meant for your lifestyle, I highly recommend going to a cat cafe and then interacting with the cats first. For example, our little lady over here, Milkshake, right? This little lady right over here, she is actually a ragamuffin mix, so she does require a lot of attention. She needs to be by your side. She needs human interaction. She does have a bit of separation anxiety, so all the time, constantly, that she has to be by my side. As I mentioned, they have many breeds, but overall I can tell that the cats were pretty well taken care of. There was actually, when we entered, there was actually quite a strong cat odor. If you're a cat owner, you know what I'm talking about. The litter bin odor. They did have a few what's that called, air purifiers here and there, but I don't think they were very sufficient. So I guess that would be one thing about the ambience that would be a letdown. Also, in terms of cat care, we did see some cats with like some food on their face and everything, and that would be better if the staff actually cleaned it off. As what I found when we went there weren't actually any staff in the room with us. They would pop in as and when, but like they weren't actually, there wasn't one person that was stationed inside the room at all times, which I think is very important to have. Like the safety and health of the cats must be like put at first priority for any cat cafe, and I feel like having staff present is very important. So with cat care, I guess I would rate them 3 out of 5 stars. So I can tell that there is some cat care, but with regards to safety, I would really like the staff to, I think, be more present in the shop. So for overall ambience, I really liked it, even though there was a slight smell, but I think that's fine. That is acceptable for most cat cafes. So I would rate the ambience a 4 out of 5, and that brings us to a total of 14 out of 20 stars. So actually they did not too bad, but there are definitely things that could be improved. We managed to feed them treats, and I got totally ambushed by the cats, and it was really fun. I've never been scared about being ambushed by cats before, and this was one of the places that actually was like, give me a wake-up call. It's like, oh, so cats ambushing you can actually be scary. But yeah, that's all about Home by Tales of Paws. I hope that you actually visit the cat cafe. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Alright, so on to our next cat cafe. So this one is called Mocha Cat Cafe in Shinjuku, Tokyo. If you know Papa and I, Japan holds a very special place in our heart. It's really the place where we feel like it's our second home. We actually take an annual pilgrimage over there every year. That's one of the places where cat cafes originated from. And Mocha Cat Cafe is actually a chain of cat cafes. They are one of the biggest, if not the biggest, chain of cat cafes in all of Japan. I went to the one in Shinjuku, and it's pretty centrally located in Shinjuku. Everybody that's been to Shinjuku station knows how complicated that whole underground infrastructure is, so please maybe try to get to the surface. There are so many lines there. Try to get to the nearest exit and just get up, and maybe you'll be able to find a way easier from over there. I was traveling alone for this one because this was actually one free day from my work trip, and I really enjoyed myself. So I chose to go to Mocha Cat Cafe. What a more perfect place, because the Shinjuku outlet is actually a lounge. Okay, so for weekends, it's 1,518 yen plus tax for an entry fee. And every 10 minutes after that, after the initial 30 minutes, is 220 yen. Maximum charge of 4,180 yen. With the current exchange rate, which is around 1 to 1, 40 Singapore dollars for the whole day. Which, when you think about it, is really affordable. Day working spaces in Singapore cost so much, and if you get to work here with cats, what's better than that? And it's only $40 for the entire day. I would rate the pricing at 4.5 out of 5 stars, because it's really worth it if you want to just spend the whole day there. So one more thing that I would have to mention is that you'll be required to put your bags in a locker before you go into the place so that our furry friends won't scratch your expensive bags or anything. And in the same area as lockers, you'll find the drinks machines that are there. So they do have complimentary tea, and you can get water, definitely. Free flow of drinks. So now to bring you where all the magic happens, which is the main play area of the lounge. So as I said before, it doubles as a remote working and study area as well. There are many lounge chairs for you to sit on. There are books for you to read, manga. So the floor area is extremely big. Shops in Japan are notoriously known for being very small, but I would say that this lounge area is really big. There was a lot of open spaces for not only the guests but the cats to roam. There are a lot of little nooks and crannies that you can find some privacy as well. The cafe also boasts a large variety of cats. Not as many as Tales of Paws, of course. They didn't have very many special breeds. They had a lot of British short hairs, long hairs. Yeah, but yeah, Tales of Paws definitely had more cat breeds for you to go and experience, especially special ones like the Sphinx and the Bengal cat. So the whole shop area was very clean. It was spotless. I would say that like hardly any fur that has built up. Not only that, they also provide you a lot of wet wipes for you to clean your hands, and also like those sticky rollers to get rid of all the fur. So I guess that was really good that they did. The ambience was so nice, it was so chill, and I would really give this place, the ambience and the whole feel of the place, a 5 out of 5. Even with many guests around, it didn't feel overcrowded. I really feel like the overall ambience of the place was really good. I went there by myself, and usually I feel a bit awkward when filming or like doing things by myself because Papa is always with me. But like this place really just felt like home to me. So yeah, 5 out of 5. So that's 4.5 for the pricing and 5 out of 5 for the ambience. With regards to food and drinks, I think that's where they are lacking because they don't actually provide you any snacks. So for food and drinks, I would say is definitely around 3.5 stars. They provided tea, which is a bit less basic than the previous cat cafe that I covered. So yeah, 3.5, around the same as them. The next thing that I would like to talk about is the cat care. So for cat care, I think they did really well. There was staff there stationed around the cat cafe because there are a lot of nooks and crannies, so there's definitely more staff stationed here and there, and they're always on the lookout for like the safety of the cats. And also I've seen them take the wet wipes, the pet wipes, and also wipe the cat's eyes to make sure that they don't have eye gunk or like, yeah. So these are the things that I saw that really made me feel like they really care about their cats, or like they train the staff well enough to know about different cat cares. If their fur is matted, they were like trimming out little mats. So yeah, I feel like overall spot on cat care. One thing I would like to mention is that though there were a lot of stuff there, like there was an occasion where a guest picked up a cat. That's not allowed, but the staff didn't really tell them not to. I'm not sure why. Maybe they were observing first. As a cat owner, that is my first reaction that I want to do to a cat. Pick them up and cuddle them. So going to a cat cafe where you're not allowed to carry the cats, maybe sometimes they forget. So she picked up the cat, but she put it down. Okay, so I guess that's why the staff didn't intervene. But just a note, maybe I guess the staff could have reminded the guests not to actually pick up the cats because it's against the rules. We don't want like kids to try to pick them up and then drop them and the cats get hurt. So yeah, maybe that's one thing that they could improve on. But otherwise, my whole experience there was really good, and I'll rate them a 4 out of 5 for cat care. So that will bring us to a total of 17 out of 20 points. So our next cat cafe is lesser known, I would say, because they don't really have much of an online presence. We did find them on Google. That's how we knew about them. And yeah, so what the cat cafe I'm talking about is actually Mocha Cat Cafe. If you watch our Batam video, we actually did feature a lot of the footage inside that video. So Mocha Cat Cafe is actually located in Batam. Where is Batam? Batam is in Indonesia. It's actually an island, small island off the coast of Indonesia. It's part of the Indonesian archipelago. You can get there by ferry from Singapore. That's how we got there. So the ferry tickets are around $78 Singapore for a round trip, and accommodation is also really cheap. How to get there from the ferry terminal is to just take a Grab. Like if you've heard like us talk about the home cat cafe, then you know like what Grab is. You'll see a lot of cab drivers standing outside the ferry terminal, and they'll try to get you to go into their taxi, but sometimes they do charge you like more than what you actually pay on Grab. So yeah, I would really recommend that you just book Grab and have a flat fare rather than having to like haggle with the cab drivers on the cab fee. Yeah. So unlike the other two cat cafes, this one actually has a very large cafe area, and they actually serve like full meals. So if you want to like have your lunch there or anything, that would be great as well. Like you can go eat at the cafe downstairs, then go play the cats upstairs. So the menu was actually really extensive. They have a lot of drinks and cakes available. So I would really rate food a 4 out of 5 stars because we had Dalgona coffee over there. It was so rich, it was so powerful. It was definitely something we needed. Our hotel had weird knocking sounds in the middle of the night, so I kept waking up. But like yeah, the coffee was much needed and it was so rich. I love the Dalgona coffee. The food at the cafe, they did give us cakes to go along with the drinks, and they were a bit dry. That's why the 4 out of 5 stars. But like overall, we can't complain. The drinks were fantastic, and we'll definitely maybe try the food next time we go there. The next thing this cat cafe does that is unparalleled is the entry fee. So the entry fee is 81,000 rupiah per person with one cat treat. So we added a cat treat on. So that comes up to a grand total. It may sound a lot, but that comes up to a grand total of $6.85 Singapore dollars. I can't remember whether it was for a 3-hour period or like what is the time frame, but I don't think it was even for an hour. I believe that is like per entry. It's inclusive of one drink and one dessert. So honestly, pricing 5 out of 5. Nobody can fight with this kind of pricing. Like even Mocha Cat Cafe, the whole day, like this is unparalleled. Main cat play area is really big, really open. Reminded me a bit about a bit of Home by Tales of Paws, but there's it's not Muji-like. There's a more whimsical aspect to the decoration. It was big. It was big enough for the cats that were there. They didn't have very many cats compared to the other two cat cafes, and I would say that definitely they had certain breeds, but they're not as apparent that they might have been pedigree. So yeah, but I think overall the cat cafe was very well maintained, and there was no odor from the litter bins or anything. And yeah, so I really feel like it's really good, the whole ambience of the place. But one thing I would say is that regarding the ambience is that there was this tent that is something like Milkshake's favorite little house. I'll crop it and put it in. So Milkshake likes this little house that is made of this nylon material. So the entire tent was made of that nylon material. It was stationed in the center of the room, and there was a cat inside, and I really wanted to play the cat inside. So it was so cute. It kept knocking over the house, so Papa kept putting it up, and I decided to crawl inside the tent. Yeah, this footage is not inside our original video. I crawl inside the tent, and I get the shot of a lifetime because there was feces and poop smeared on the inside of the tent, and I tried not to scream, but yeah, the poop was just near my face, but the cat inside was so cute. Like, I think this could be better maintained. But yeah, so I would give the ambience around 3 out of 5. They really have to step up in terms of maintaining some of the insides of their toys. Pretty well maintained cats. One of them had teary eyes, and like one pet, as y'all may know by now, my pet peeve is that the staff are not in the cat play area with us. And this just so happens that because it's on different levels, the staff weren't on the second level at all. And when I went to the toilet, I opened the door and one of the cats dashed out. So he just went running and I couldn't catch him. I wasn't fast enough. Lucky he didn't go to the first floor, he ran up to the third floor. So I guess that's where they get put back at night. But it was really nerve-wracking for me because like I couldn't find the staff. We had to run back down to ask them to come up. And yeah, so cat safety and everything is really, really important. I cannot stress this enough. Like, you don't know what your guests will actually do to the cats. So having a staff there is really, 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 really important. I can't stress this enough. The 5 minutes of panic, never mind about that. But like, what if the cat ran to the first floor and the first floor door was open and the cat ran out into the road and got hit? That would have been disastrous. I cannot live with that on my conscience at all. So yeah, I would really have to rate them just a 3 out of 5 for cat care because they weren't there. So this would bring us this would bring most cat cafes score to a total of 15 out of 20 points. So our reigning champion is still, drumroll please, Mocha Cat Cafe! Yay! Okay, so maybe it's a bit unfair to compare like cat cafes who have been established in a chain, but overall I think there's a lot for these cat cafes to learn from Mocha. I hope they improve and I hope that they are operational for a long time to come. I really hope that yeah, I don't want to see any of these cat cafes go down, but there are a few points that they need and standards that they should uphold, especially in terms of cat care. That's the most important thing. Yeah, and we will be going to Korea at the end of the month, so we will definitely be heading to a few cat cafes over there. We will be showing these cat cafes to you guys in the form of vlogs and everything, so do look forward to that. I'm very excited to go to Korea. It's my first time. Yeah, so yeah, thank you all so much for watching up to this point. I hope you like these videos and I hope this has been interesting for you. Also, do let me know what you think about these cat cafes if you have visited them before. If you have not, then do consider going to them and let me know your experience over there. Have they improved certain things? Have they not? Has standards slipped in any way? And yeah, let me know what you think about the cat cafes and of this video, of course. If you'd like to see the full videos of these experiences at these cat cafes, please visit our videos that are on the screen right now. Like, the links are somewhere on the screen right now. So yeah, please visit those videos and see the full videos of our whole experience there. Also, if you'd like to see more of us on social media, please follow us on Instagram as well as TikTok. And we also do some streaming on Twitch. So if you like to see people playing games and want to interact with us live, please tune in to our streams on every Monday and Friday. We play Stardew Valley and we have guerrilla streams anywhere in between. So that is at 8 PM Singapore time. Yeah, so please do let us know. And thank you all so much for watching again. I love you all and bye bye.